quiz show host to best-selling author Richard Osman's book, The Thursday Murder Club, has been so successful that the movie rights have already been snapped up. I will let him tell you by whom, because it's very exciting.
Well, let's go live there. There is Richard at home. So by whom? Good morning.
Yes, very exciting.
Hello, Eamonn. Hello, Ruth. How are you?
We're good, Richard.
By whom? By whom? Who's snapped up your movie rights?
Listen, it's a strong way to start the interview. It's Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg?
Wow. I mean, look, listen, what is it about you? Everything you touch turns to gold. Absolutely incredible. You mustn't be able to believe your luck.
Yes, and I think the thing that I do is I tend to only do things I'm good at. If you saw me sort of dancing or cooking or anything like that, you'd realise that everything I touch doesn't turn to gold. So I just concentrate very hard on about the 2 or 3 things that I can do.
We're not going to see you on Strictly then anytime soon, Richard.
Never, ever, ever. I always say I don't have time to do all the training and have the affair.
Very good. So, the Thursday Murder Club. I love the concept of this. It's about 4 friends in a retirement kind of village. How did you come up with the idea?
Well, I went to one of these retirement villages, funnily enough, deep in the heart of the English countryside, and you've been talking about it all morning, about, you know, spending your kind of retirement years with your friends. When I was there, first it was very beautiful. I thought, well, this would be a great place for a murder. You know, this kind of English countryside and very quiet. And then when I started talking to everyone there, and everyone there is over 70 and have lived these extraordinary lives, they've got these extraordinary experiences. And I thought, well, if there was a murder here, I bet you lot would solve it, and probably one of you would have committed it. And that night, I've been wanting to write a crime novel for a very long time. I started as a writer years ago, and that night I just started writing these 4 very unlikely friends who meet up in this village. One used to be a spy, one was a nurse, one was a psychiatrist, and one was a trades union official. They meet up once a week to look over old unsolved cases, you know, cold cases the police haven't solved. And then one day there is a murder on their doorstep. And the 4 of them, incredibly unlikely friends, just meet up to try and solve it. And so you've got these heroes in their 70s, which is fantastic, who are bringing all this incredible experience they've got of life. You know, it's kind of funny, it'll make you cry. It's got this mystery at the heart of it, sort of Agatha Christie-esque mystery. And yet, thus far, it's been, I mean, the reaction has been extraordinary. I'm very, very chuffed at how much people are enjoying it and taking to their hearts.
And you have a lot of admiration for people in their 70s and these people in their 70s. You say of them, we can do what we want. The only people who will tell us off are our doctors and children, and we hardly ever see them. I love that they can do terrible things and get away with it, really, is what you're saying.
That's the beauty of it, is there's the 4 of them and they have to get inside the police investigation somehow. And because quite often we think of people in their 70s maybe as harmless, which any of us, we all know they're not. They sort of get away with anything they want to, and they can inveigle themselves into various ways, and they start questioning suspects and, you know, this, that, or the other. And it's because, you know, I think people in their 70s are often overlooked, and these 4 take advantage of it because they're brilliant, they're smart, they're funny, and, you know, everybody underestimates them.
You also say that those characters who are brilliant, smart and funny represent 4 parts of your brain as opposed to anyone you know.
Yeah, listen, don't put words in my mouth, Eamonn. How dare you? I wouldn't ever say any of those things. I think I come from a big family of very, very kind of strong working class, largely women. And, you know, that's how I've been brought up, surrounded by these types of people who are strong but kind. You know, that's what I like. Strength, kindness and wisdom coming together. And so you've got the 4 of these. And, yeah, you know, one of them's a proper old trades unionist lefty, you know, which reminds me of lots of people in my family, you know, all the way up to this person who's very posh and is a spy, who doesn't really remind me of anyone in my family. But it's lovely taking those 4 sides of kind of British culture in a way. And the beautiful thing about somewhere like a retirement home is you are meeting people you wouldn't otherwise meet. You know, that beautiful film you had on the beginning with the 2 old friends meeting up again. But also it's a great place to meet new people and have new challenges and have new experiences. And I think people are, when reading the book, are kind of going, you know, when you're in your 70s, new things can still happen. There are new adventures out there, whatever age we are.
Are you saying that you would like to put your name down for our celebrity care home?
It's going to be good, Richard.
Yeah, Eamonn, yes, please. I would absolutely adore it. Honestly, this place I went, I'm not allowed to say where it is because when I wrote the book, they all said, "Oh, you mustn't say where we are, because what if the book is a big hit and then there's tourists?" And I said to them, "This book's not going to be a big hit. Don't worry about that."
Well,
as always, listen, the wisdom of our elders.
Yeah, well, you're being very modest because it was a huge hit. Fastest-selling debut adult novel of all time behind J.K. Rowling. And it's been snapped up by Steven Spielberg. We're running out of time, but just very quickly, did he call you? How did you hear about Steven Spielberg?
That's a lovely thing. I thought, listen, no one wants a TV presenter to write a book. And I was thinking, oh, you know, people in England might just buy it anyway. And the fact that Spielberg is then on the phone, and Spielberg doesn't watch Pointless Celebrities. I don't know if that's news to anybody. He's not a huge Richard Osman's House of Games fan. So the fact that he'd read it, had thought, this is a great story. These are great characters. I want to make this a movie. It gave me real confidence that this was like an actual proper book and not just like some book written by a TV presenter.
Well, absolutely brilliant. And not that you do too badly as a TV presenter. House of Games, BBC One tonight.
Back at you. Yeah, but into prime time. Just love you. You're both very welcome to come on as well. Lovely to have you on. I love that show. It's such fun to make.
Well,
yeah, well, congratulations, and also filming Pointless at the moment. So a busy, busy man. But Richard, congratulations on the success of the book, and can't wait to see the film. Spielberg, how about that? Well done.
More importantly, he could do the quizzes in our celebrity care home.
I was going to go. What's he bringing?
Yes.
What's he bringing to the
like
party?
A Sunday afternoon quiz with Richard. He could be doing all that.
Course,
yeah, good man.
Me.
Good luck with everything. Not that you need it, my friend. Lovely talking to you. The Thursday Murder Club. From Richard Osman, soon to be a film.
Yeah, out now.
Well, there you are.